I'll be the first to admit that I'm not perfect. Just like everyone else, I've sinned, and I know I don't deserve the love that our God gives to us.
My name is Kelly. I am the proud graduate of Primrose Hill Teen Challenge. I'm the mother of two beautiful girls, Grace, who is 13, and Bryce, who is 9. I live in DeSoto, Missouri, and I am a medical assistant for a cardiologist. I graduated from Primrose Hill in March of 2017. I had a 13-year addiction to prescription Adderall that totally controlled my life. I have been sober for 2.5 years, almost 3 now. Before I went to Primrose Hill, the thing that stood out the most to me and what caused me to go to the program was the fact that I was not a very good mother. I was not there for my kids the way that I needed to be, especially the way that they deserved. I could not provide for them financially. I was not available to them mentally or emotionally because of my addiction, and I was not there for them physically either. My parents cared for them when I should have been doing that work, and that's what motivated me to go into the program. Last time I stood up and testified, I shared 3 goals with everyone. The first was to be the best mama in the world. The second was to go on a missions trip to the Dominican Republic. And the third was to move my daughters to the Columbia area, where I would finish my medical coding and billing classes and intern at Mizzou, and then eventually get a job in this area. I had it all paved out. Life was going to be smooth from here on out. A few days after giving that testimony, I was hit with news that could have potentially ruined it all. My ex-husband had filed for custody of my oldest daughter, Grace, and was now planning to move her to Kansas with him. Now, although I had been sober for more than a year at that point, I was still very unstable. I had no real home, no job, no source of income, and no way to provide for them. On December 11th, by a miracle of God, I became the new unregistered medical assistant with very little coding and billing experience for a cardiologist/vein specialist in St. Louis. I was by no means qualified, but I got the position anyway. Just like that, life changed. My new Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30 work hours enabled me to spend the time with my girls that I needed to really reconnect with them as their mother. And my income doubled, which allowed me to financially provide for them. The judge looked right at me when she began to speak about the contents of the first page. She said, "Miss Wright, you are found to be in contempt of court. You went away for a year and left your children with your mother while your father could have been providing for Grace all this time. You clearly have not had her best interest in mind." My stomach sank. After 2 years of fighting had come to a close, I had lost. The judge then told the attorneys to turn the page. Before she started speaking again, my attorney nudged me, and I followed her finger down to a single line in the middle of the page. These were the words that I read. "Mother shall maintain primary residential custody." You will never understand what my heart experienced at this moment. Before the hearing came to an end that afternoon, it hit me that God had done everything He said He would do, and more.
God's grace isn't something we get by deserving, because there is no one in this world who deserves the selfless love that our God gives to us.
My sobriety allows me to be mentally and emotionally available to my girls. My work hours and my custodial parenting privileges allow me to be physically available, and my paycheck allows me to be financially available. The last time I spoke, I quoted Paul. I testified that God was going to do more than I could ever ask or hope for or imagine. And a year and a half later, I'm here to testify that He did.